Hello, it's been raining, so my hair looks kind of weird. So where are we? It's the 30th of July. I'm 20 now. I'm not sure if no, I definitely didn't. I got a date for surgery, and that's the 8th of August, a month after my birthday. Also, 2 days after my tea anniversary, so I'm about 11 months on tea now. Just a bit over. I recently changed to, yeah, we got the results of the test back, and I definitely have low T levels. So, I'm now on Nebido, which is an injection. Low T levels, I mean, I really thought that it would attribute to my low mood. I mean, there are reasons behind it, but my lack of motivation and all sorts of things that aren't really in line with how I'm supposed to feel at this point on tea. To be honest, I think that it's just mental illness and I've got depression, and that hormones aren't really anything to do with it at this point. But it also would make sense that if I have like no hormones floating around, I feel a bit weird and, down. It does take, I've been told, like, to the second or third injection for this to kick in. So I'm off of the gel now. I got that done, I think, maybe just over 2 weeks ago. Time is irrelevant to me right now. I've never wanted the month of July to go by so quickly. But, my pre-op assessment is in 2 days on the 1st of August. I think the only thing that I've really noticed so far on tea, I mean, hair just kind of, it's slowly, oh man, there's a big hole in my shoe. Yeah, hair's, just coming around as I'm getting a lot more hair on my face and stuff. But I think it's the voice, really, that I've noticed the most. Yeah, I'll compare this to another video. I'll probably watch them all or something, and yeah, see where my voice is at, 'cause I know it's definitely a lot deeper. I've talked to people online, and they had no idea. In fact, they thought that I was older as well. Well, not older than 20, but at least older than 18, whereas I would think that I would probably pass as a 15-year-old or maybe even a 10-year-old. So yeah, I got stuck with everything, and my mum ended up coming and saving the day and ringing the surgeon's secretary. I'm with Dr. Yelland, and I'll be down at Brighton at Nuffield Hospital. People ask me, am I nervous? If I could feel emotions, yeah, I wouldn't be nervous. I'd be excited. I was really excited when I first got the call to say that my surgery was done, but any emotion that I do experience comes and goes really quickly, so I am really appreciative of the help that I've been getting from my mum and my granddad and everything, having to pay for the hotel to stay in after the surgery, and for the pre-op because we have to drive down there, and they got me a bed stone, so I'll be staying at my mum's for a bit after surgery to recover. And man, I know I'm still friends with old Devin, and I know that he would be over the moon and really appreciative and I don't care. Appreciative, I don't care. But he would care. So yeah, so my mum went and spoke to my dad about the situation going on with me, and yeah, I'm going to go for hypnotherapy this Friday at some guy in Harley Street, and you know what, I would try anything. At this point, I would try hanging upside down from one foot if somebody said that was just guaranteed to help. Actually, you know what, that's not really a bad example. I mean, that's not a big whatever. So yeah, basically my life for the past month and a half or whatever has been, like, I find it really difficult to make decisions about what to eat or what to drink or anything like that. The only thing that I've really wanted to eat recently is Monster Munch. I mean, at any given point in time, I know that I want Monster Munch. Pickle flavoured Monster Munch. I will just keep having Monster Munch until there is no more Monster Munch, and then I want more Monster Munch. So I went out into the rain today just to get Monster Munch, basically. Now the words Monster Munch sound really weird. And, damn. Supermarket sweep is absolutely hilarious. I have not laughed at something so hard for a long time. So, 80s game shows and Monster Munch have really been what I've been doing. And, so yeah. That's about it, I would say. Well, one last word on surgery. It's really cool and great, and I'm not nervous at all. I'm excited. Well, I know if I could be, I would be. It will be so great. I can go swimming. Oh, it's just going to be such a... Like, I won't have to have this binder on anymore. I can be comfortable. Like, there's this thing, I don't know if I'm not, obviously not the only one who does this, who's trans, but, like, I have a habit now where I kind of pull my shirt out from down there just to make sure nothing's tucked in, and, like, not having to worry about looking down and being like, oh, what's that? Like, can anyone see that? Is it just me? Am I being paranoid? Showering, bathing, bathing, whatever, everything will change in a way. It's important. It's incredibly important, and it would make me sad if I could feel sad that I'm not able to appreciate it. But see, like, logically, I know I would be sad and frustrated or whatever, but, like, presently, I'm just completely apathetic about everything that happened in my life. I mean, if it breaks for like a second, and, you know, I can laugh at stuff, and I can sort of suspend that horrible, weird reality that I seem to have fallen into. But, like, if I'm outside for too long, I start getting really, what would you call it, anxious? Not that anything will happen, but just weird things start to annoy me or upset me, and I start getting weird urges, like, just all sorts of things, and I start being unable to control my thoughts as well. It's not sort of like oh my god, I'm going to burn the house down, well, not being house, as I'm outside, but burn that person down, punch a child, pull the girl's hair. Those aren't urges, I mean, things and the thoughts aren't necessarily intrusive, but I start getting memories of things that have happened, and unpleasant thoughts, and unpleasant recollections, and it all becomes too much. And I suppose you would attribute that to the fact that the outside environment isn't under my control, and I'm not in a safe place, as it were, in the outside world. And I'm hoping that I can sort these things out, and I'm hoping that this hypnotherapy will help. So, thank you very much to my mum, Susie Summers. She has come, like, I mean, if she hadn't sorted the surgery out, I don't know if it would be sorted by now. I thought that I'd be waiting till September, but once she rang them, it was booked, everything was ready, I'd set everything up, but I had just lost the ability to carry on with what I'd started, because I didn't know where to go. The communication channels were, whatever. Thank you, not thinking, I'm just sort of like thinking how many. Thank you to all of my friends who have been putting up with me so far. And not necessarily putting up with me, maybe, but, you know, I'm hoping, understanding that when I'm asked out, and then I don't turn up without saying anything. I don't mean to be pissing people off. It's just very hard for me to get outside, and when I'm outside, I often find myself heading back inside as soon as possible. I also find company very exhaustive. I mean, yeah, it's difficult at the moment, but thanks to my dad as well, Brian Palmer, and his family, who are sorting out and helping with this hypnotherapy thing, which is very good. I mean, I hope these people see this at some point, because, yeah, I guess it's important for people to know that even though I'm like this, somewhere inside me there is something that is human and is very appreciative. Thank you very much to my grandparents and as well, and my uncle and all my friends and all of that. And that's my acceptance speech for this point in my life where I have stopped being the executive director of my life and have given the place over to several, I've divided the job into several things, mostly to my mum, which is strange because it's not always been the case. But yeah, finishing college was like Frodo making his last crawl to the top of Mount Doom to put the ring in, because it just felt like, I must finish. Must finish. And then I just stopped. Once I finished college, I just stopped thinking and doing anything or trying. It was just sort of like, I gave in my coursework, I did my exam, that's it, that's all I can handle. I could barely handle that. So yeah, that's me. This is an update. If you made it this far, I have no idea why. This is really mostly for me, and this is probably the most that I've talked in the past month. See you after the surgery assessment. Yeah, just stopping the video.